Hey, what's going on, guys? Bflattened here with a brand new video today. Today we're going to be talking about the brand new Freetem method after the Oshiara freeze method was nerfed, after the double Arachnite was not as efficient, as shuine and Bastion, shuine losing relax was taken away from us. Now it's time for a new Freetem method. This was mathematically figured out by EOS Tries, who worked on the shuine Bastion method from Enigma. He has a Twitch channel. Feel free to check it out in the description. And also Montoya from Enigma as well. Has no social media, but that is the person who mathematically figured this out. I did the testing for it, and this is what we have come up with so far. So the Tems are very simple. The setup is very, very simple as well. We're going to be using a Mashuk with Lure. It's going to have the Parrier trait so that it could take less physical damage from the Wastewaters or humiliating slaps. It's going to have 500 HP so that it could sit on the field for a very long period of time. And it's also going to have 500 attack into this Mashuk as well. You got to make sure that it has the move Cage, which is going to be a technique that is not learned by level up. It is just learned by technique course. So just throw your Cage on there. That's the setup for Mashuk. And then we're going to have a Barnshee teaming up with it. It is going to be a 500 speed Barnshee. Make sure that the SVs are also 50 in the required stats, so 50 HP and 50 attack for the Mashuk so they can come out to the right stats. And also the Barnshee only is going to need 500 speed in here, because a 500 speed Barnshee with Relax is going to outspeed the Hazoret by 2 points of speed, with the Relax being 1 prio, compared to the Hazoret's level 75 50 SVs Toxin Shower, so that you can dodge it and put it to sleep just like the normal method would. The only thing that Barnshee needs is Relax. Neutrality doesn't really matter. And having the 4-leaf clover on Barnshee as well is going to be a major plus. So make sure to equip the 4-leaf clover that I failed to do earlier. It'll give you some percentages to catch. Now, the Mashuk is going to be starting off and leading with Helicopter Kick. Helicopter Kick will hit both Hazrats, or just the one if there's one. If there's two, it hits two. If it ends up killing a rat, do not worry, do not fret. Killing off a low SV rat is actually a lot better for you, because a low SV rat actually has a harder catch rate than it does with a higher SV rat. Now, if you have a rat that goes down to the yellow bars, it's very, very rare. I've only had 2 after about a box and a half of catching. As you can see here, I've caught about a box and a half. About a box and a bit. I've only had 2 Hazrats go down to the yellow bar. If it is yellow bar, don't worry about it, don't catch it. If you end up killing it, that's actually better for you, because a rat with lower SVs is actually harder to catch, as you can see by my Temtem calculator here. Level 75 Hazrat with both Sleep and Cage, which is what we're using, with approximately a 10% HP value left. It has a 83% catch rate if it has 1 health SV, and a 100% catch rate if it has a 50 health SV. So if you kill it off, don't worry. If you put it down into the red, that's going to be the best opportunity for you to catch it. Both of the sleep and cage status. Red health is going to be 12% or less, so you're looking at a really high catch rate in order to catch this rat. So the lower HP that you get it, the better, and the higher SV value that it has, even better. Let's go ahead and test this out, shall we, just to show you what it looks like. Let's see what we can do here. And we lead off with a Showlight and a Hazard. If you get a Showlight, ignore the Showlight, run away from the battle. It's not worthwhile. It's not worth the time and effort. We'll run away from that. Let's go ahead and find another encounter, shall we? There we go. And perfect. We have 2 Hazrats. This is going to be perfect for testing. So Mashuk starts off with Helicopter Kick. And it's going to hit both rats. And Barnshee, it doesn't need to do anything. I thought about having Peck being a move to use as well, but more than half the time you're getting the Hazrats down to red health, so pecking them will actually kill it, and you don't know which one is going to be having the higher SVs, so pecking a yellow health one potentially, not really worthwhile. You can just rest in the Barnshee. So Helicopter Kick is going to come in and kick both rats. And they both end up being yellow, of course. As soon as the video starts recording, both of them go down to the yellow health. Just to show that it is possibly a big waste of time to go for Hazrats in the yellow, I am going to show what it looks like, just so that you don't have to waste your time on here. Cage will always go first, traps them both, and then Barnsey is just barely faster than both the rats here. We will relax and sleep them, and we'll throw a couple of Tem card pluses. Maybe we'll get lucky. It is still going to be a pretty high catch rate, considering they're like in the... That's probably about 20% HP value there. We'll throw a couple cards and see what happens. It's still going to be a high catch rate, but not close to the 100% that we want. Yeah, it's not nearly enough. So this is why going after Hazrats in the yellow HP is not overly worth it. It's not going to be close to the 100. That one still did get caught, but definitely not worthwhile. I'm going to go ahead and check that rat's HP value just to see exactly where we were at. Just for curiosity's sake. This one had a 33 HP, so yeah, it wasn't quite close to 50, so it's about halfway there. So it's not going to be quite 100%, which is why it broke out somewhat easily. Let's go ahead and find some more rats, and this time, hopefully I don't get video cursed, and I can drop it down to the red health. And of course, helicopter kick, and we'll take a rest. And look at that, perfect spot for it to be. That's probably about maybe 4 or 5% HP. The Perrier will kick in on the wastewater, and it won't poison because we're Mashuk, so we're poisoned already. Perrier is going to make it so that it's very, very low, and it's already going to be half damage as well. So this Mashuk can sit here forever. You're one loading screen away from the Tem station, and you also have your Tem file as well. So this Mashuk can sit here for a very long period of time. Let's go ahead and cage and sleep. Barnsey will be able to outspeed, of course, even if it's 1 prio. The speed value, like I mentioned earlier, is a 2 speed difference, so it's just barely outspeeding, but it is enough to get the job done. And we'll just throw our Tem cards at it. This shouldn't be a very difficult catch, depending on HP value, of course, and if we don't get lucky, pretty easy catch there. We'll do one more display, and we'll go ahead and review after everything that we've just gone through, just to make it short and simple. Let's do one more catch for you guys. Now, I haven't done a full Freetem method with this yet. I was only doing this for testing purposes, but seeing how fast the animations are, it's not as fast as the Shuine Mastion, but seeing how fast the animations are here, this will probably take, I'm going to guess, about 3.5 to 5 hours approximately, is my guess. If you're very fast and efficient with it, it'll probably look about that. Look at that, perfect HP, sitting very, very well there for me. And I'm going to go ahead and check the HP value on this one too, just to see where we were at precisely. So let's go ahead and cage. Cage is a pretty fast animation, and relax is pretty fast too. There we go, slept and caged. And now we can toss our cards at it. And we're going to go ahead and check the HP values of this. Let's see where we're at. This was a 47 HP, so that's actually, because it was 47 HP, that's like a 99.9% catch rate, so that's actually really good. If you want to make this a little bit easier on yourself, in terms of HP values, you could attempt to do a radar on this. However, you may end up, once you get to the higher levels, needing to use Peck on Barnsey, but it'll get you closer HP values to 50, because it'll end up having minimum stats. If you want to just do it for the 70 to 75, then go ahead and avoid a radar. But we'll go ahead and summarize everything that we've just gone through. The TLDR, super simple. Mashuk and Barnsey, they just need 2 things attached to them. They need Lure on Mashuk, Carrier Trait, Cage Move, 500 HP, 500 attack. Barnsey, 4-leaf Clover, 500 speed, and relax. Make sure that all the stats that I mentioned have 50 SVs in there. You can probably get both of these Tems very, very cheap on the auction house, or you can even catch one off of a radar and then just up those with hacks. Very, very simple. Turn 1, Mashuk throws helicopter kick. It kicks 1 or 2. If you want to, you can throw a peck, but I don't suggest it because more than often you're just going to drop them down to red health, so Barnchy can just rest. And then you're going to want to do cage on Mashuk turn 2, relax on Barnchy turn 2, and then catch on turn 3. If it's yellow health, don't go after the yellow health. If it dies, that's fine. The lower HP SV value is a lot harder to catch, and it's closer to 100 if you drop them to red health and have higher HP stats. That's the method. Nice, super simple. I hope this helps you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. My name is Bflattened, and I'm signing on out of here. Take care, all. Laters.